On January 22, 2023, near Bogota Park in Colombia, a garbage collector discovered a loose suitcase sealed with black tape at the bottom of a trash container. Hi there, we're Unsolved Cases and we cover unsolved crime stories from all around the world. If you like this type of content, then consider subscribing to our channel as we bring real-life stories to you. And don't forget to hit that notification bell to get notified whenever we upload a new episode. Inside the suitcase, the body of a woman was found. The victim was identified as Valentina Trespalacios. Valentina was a young and promising DJ who had a successful career in electronic music. She had performed at festivals and toured in several countries, including Colombia, Chile, Mexico, Brazil, and Peru. Valentina has gained recognition and had a growing presence on social media. She was in a romantic relationship with an American named John Paulos, whom she met through social media. Over time, their relationship became serious and John Paulos had intentions of marrying Valentina. He sent her money for cosmetic procedures and wanted to move to Colombia to be with her. However, their relationship became strained due to Johnny's extreme jealousy. He hired a private detective to monitor Valentina's activities and acquaintances, causing concern for his family. Despite this, he arrived in Bogota on January 19, 2023, with plans to marry Valentina. Surveillance cameras captured their activities, revealing that they argued on January 19th because Valentina couldn't meet him as planned. The next day, they were seen packing Valentina's belongings to move to a new apartment together. Valentina said goodbye to her family and friends and was last seen alive in the early hours of January 21st, 2023, when they left a nightclub. After this point, Valentina's whereabouts became unknown. John Paulos is considered the main and only suspect in Valentina's murder. Surveillance footage and the other interactions before her disappearance raised suspicions about his involvement in the crime. On that fateful Sunday, January 22, 2023, the clock struck 9, and the surveillance cameras caught John Paulos stepping out of the apartment. However, something was amiss. Valentina was notably absent. He made his way to the parking lot, popped open a silver car, and placed 2 garbage bags on the back seat. Then he ventured back into the apartment, re-emerging with not 1 but 2 suitcases that he carefully loaded into the car's trunk. A little later, he emerged once more, this time with a suitcase shrouded beneath a gray blanket, accompanied by a bag. The clock on the surveillance footage displayed 10 a.m. He reached the parking lot, casting wary glances around to ensure he remained unnoticed. With a sip of water, he summoned the strength to heave the bulky suitcase into the trunk, followed by the bag. With everything stowed away, he slid into the driver's seat and drove off. Around noon, his car appeared on various surveillance cameras, presumably as he scoured the city for a perfect spot to part with the suitcase. At approximately 3 p.m., the gray car pulled into a park, parking close to the trash bins. The driver, after a quick scan of the surroundings, retrieved the seemingly weighty suitcase and unceremoniously tossed it into the container. A lone garbage bag met the same fate that before he departed. After that, Paulos made his way westward to El Dorado International Airport, where the final sighting of him occurred at 4:30 p.m. On Monday, January 23rd, as the day drew to a close, the Ministry of Security made a heartfelt announcement. They offered a significant reward, a ray of hope for anyone with information that could lead to answers in Valentina Trespalacios' tragic murder. The Colombian authorities, deeply investing in finding justice, reached out to Interpol seeking their assistance in issuing an arrest warrant for John Paulos, the last person known to be with Valentina. Then, on January 24th, as the evening sky darkened, a crucial development emerged. The National Police of Panama reported a breakthrough. They had apprehended Paulos at Tocumen International Airport, where he was attempting to board a flight to Turkey. The news brought a mix of relief and urgency. Colombian authorities immediately set in motion the process of deporting him back to Colombia, a quest for answers about Valentina's untimely death. As the hours ticked away, an army of specialists, more than 14 of them, worked tirelessly into the night. They meticulously reviewed over 300 hours of surveillance footage. Each frame, each moment captured was a piece of puzzle. This painstaking work was also a collaborative effort, a reason to trust, a testament to their dedication alongside the country's Attorney General's office.